Explosion, Eliki. Okay. YouTube, today we're trying out a brand new team, and this team was built by a world champion. 2017 world champion Ryota built an Aerodactyl team, and yeah, it's definitely got some interesting Pokemon with Entei and Umbreon. If you do want to check out Ryota and the details of the team, make sure you go check them out down below in the description. Grab the rental code while it's available. And of course, if you do enjoy the videos, be sure to leave a like down below, leave a comment down below. It really does help me out. I was very impressed with a Life Orb Aerodactyl that we used a couple of weeks ago, but this one has a Focus Sash and Tailwind set and goes in a supportive route. Let's see how it compares, but let's get started and play some games. Yveltal, Kyogre, Incineroar, Amoonguss, Regieleki, and Seismitoad. All right, what do I want to go here? Dialga can be pretty effective. Rillaboom is, of course, really good against my opponent's team. I would say I would be leaving behind definitely the Entei. Entei doesn't really serve much of a role here, especially with the rain. Let me see. I do like Aerodactyl Tailwind is really nice, especially if they don't actually have Tailwind themselves. So I really do like Aerodactyl here. Dialga is really impressive here, I think, damage output wise. Umbreon, I could see it here though. Snarl is actually pretty strong. They don't exactly have the best switch-ins. The only problem with Umbreon is I can't really heal with Umbreon because of the rain. Moonlight is a lot weaker in the rain here. So let me see. I want to lead Aerodactyl plus Rillaboom here. You know what? I'm going to attempt Aerodactyl plus Rillaboom here. Grassy Glide Pressure is of course really good here. Tailwind setting up is really nice. Then the back Zacian and Dialga seems really good to me. Yeah. I think Dialga under Tailwind is fantastic in this matchup. Should be able to outspeed the Seismitoad. We don't know if the Yveltal on their team is confirmed to have Tailwind. If they don't have Tailwind, this is amazing for me if I'm able to get Tailwind, because they won't be able to outspeed my Dialga or my Zacian, which is fantastic, unless they go for Airstream boost with like Eleki or Seismitoad. We're going to see a Yveltal plus a Seismitoad lead, which is actually perfect for me. Okay. I really like this position. I can go for... Ooh, I got quite a few options here with my Aerodactyl. I wonder what kind of Yveltal set this is. That's one a big question. Two, are they going to switch out to the Seismitoad here? I don't see Yveltal switching out to Kyogre. That makes no sense, I feel like. With a Grassy Glide, that could be really pressuring the Seismitoad right here, damage output wise. I could go for Rock Tomb or I could go for Tailwind. I don't know. I think Rock Tomb's not a bad option here, but Tailwind isn't bad either here. I guess it really depends on who their Pokemon in the back is. I think Tailwind's probably okay here. You know what? I'm going to go for a Tailwind here. I'm going to swap in a Zacian because I just feel like Seismitoad should switch out. If it's one of those Seismitoads that can't go for Protect, yeah, they're probably going to switch out Incineroar. Yeah, Incineroar is just such a safe switch for them. So this actually works out amazingly because the Seismitoad's faster than my Rillaboom, which means that there is no Intimidate on my Zacian right now. My Zacian is at +1. They go for the Airstream in the Zacian. I should be taking it okay and then be able to threaten a huge Behemoth Blade, which is really nice here, which is fantastic. Let's see what they decide to do with Yveltal. Protect is an option. They might decide to Dynamax and Airstream because, again, that huge threat of the Rillaboom. And yeah, they do decide to Dynamax here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is an Airstream coming out into one of my slots. This is working out perfectly right now, as my Aerodactyl and my Dialga are in, or not Dialga, Zacians are in a pretty strong position, other than the fact that the Incineroar does have access to the Fake Out the next turn, and probably an Airstream boost is going to be coming out from the Yveltal, but I could always try to slow down the Yveltal with a combination of Rock Tombs, which is really nice here. We're going to see a Airstream does come out into what was the Rillaboom slot, so yeah, this is going to do an okay amount of damage. Is that Life Orb? I actually can't tell because I don't think it is. I think Life Orb would have done more. Oh wow, it is actually Life Orb. Okay, I'm okay with that. My Zacian does get some healing, and you know what? I don't think this would be Heat Wave on the Yveltal. I would say it's really unlikely to be. I think maybe Foul Play or Tailwind is its other option here. I think just a Rock Tomb plus a Sacred Sword into the Incineroar is just really strong here. And I do kind of like that. If they go for the Fake Out, that's fine. They might try to switch out to gain some momentum. I get the knockdown Incineroar. If they don't click Fake Out, they try to Parting Shot, for instance. And I feel like, again, Yveltal shouldn't be able to knock me out here. We're going to see a Fake Out come out into the Zacian slot, which is fair. Okay. That's cool. I am able to get a Rock Tomb off into the Incineroar slot, and that's just a lot of damage because of a critical hit right there. That's actually a really nice crit right there. We're gonna see that speed drop here into it. as we're gonna see a darkness gonna be fired off. This isn't gonna pick up a knockout. A Aerodactyl target. Okay, Aerodactyl target, which does bring it down to a focus sash, but the fact that I'm still around with my Aerodactyl is actually pretty big, and my exhaustion is, I would say it goes down to a combination of I wonder if the Yveltal goes down to rock Behemoth Blade here. I feel like it probably does. Yeah, I feel like it probably does. The Incineroar, even with the Intimidate, because of that critical hit from earlier, I think a Rock Tomb is just pretty safe here, and a Behemoth Blade into the Yveltal slot. I do think that's a pretty safe play, because I imagine with the Life Orb hits, the Behemoth Blade will do a ton of damage to the Yveltal. If not, put in range of Quick Attack the following turn. We're going to see the Incineroar switch out, so whatever's coming in is take a Rock Tomb. Kyogre, that's fine. If they tried to get an Airstream boost off with the Yveltal, that's perfect, because I'm able to get a Rock Tomb to slow down that Kyogre so it doesn't have that speed boost, which could be really important for the later parts of the game. They go for a Max Guard, which is completely okay here. We are able to go for a Rock Tomb into the Kyogre slot. Get a little bit of chip in this Aerodactyl. Getting quite a bit of chip here as we do go for the Behemoth Blade into the Yveltal slot. Okay. Wait, was my Aerodactyl faster than my Zacian? It was, right? Okay. Dialga is actually really important for this end game, but I got to figure out some things right here. I did take a -1 special defense drop from the max darkness, so I go down to an origin pulse. I don't have wide guard on the Aerodactyl. We are slower. We do have a lot of attack exhaustion. My only concern is, what is the Aerodactyl doing here? Is it going to go for a Tailwind here? I mean, what's the Yveltal doing here? Is it going to go for Tailwind, or is it going to switch out to the Incineroar right here? I wonder that, because I could go for a... Can I get Tailwind up again? No. One more turn. Okay. I think my play here is to always go out into... I'm not really that scared of Incineroar. You know what? I'm going to Rock Tomb the Yveltal, and I'm going to go for the Behemoth Blade into the Yveltal slot as well. If they go in Incineroar, I think it goes down to the Rock Tomb, if I'm not mistaken, and I still get a good hit off in the Kyogre. Again, I think Dialga can win this game right here. Next to my Rillaboom right here, especially with the max strike from Hyper Beam as a combination. Although actually I am -2 now, so I might not knock out the Incineroar right here. Let's see. Rock Tomb going to come out into the Incineroar slot. It does pick up a knockout though, so good knockout from Aerodactyl. We are able to eliminate the Incineroar right here, and we're going to be able to get a strong hit off. This is still a Behemoth Blade from Zacian. It's probably going to do, depends on how healthy the Kyogre is, but maybe 20 to 30% is nice. Yeah, that's still pretty good. Grassy Glide will always KO one now, and they don't have Intimidate to slow me down. We're going to see an Origin Pulse come out from the Kyogre. Perfect. All right. So that's very strong. They get a knockout on both, but I'll definitely take the knockouts here, because getting rid of Incineroar and weakening the Yveltal and Kyogre is just so huge for me, because now I can just go for Grassy Glide pressure with my Rillaboom, and I have Hyper Beam with my Dialga. I guess one concern is Grassy Terrain is going to end the following turn. So that's something I will have to take a note of, which isn't exactly pleasant. Let's find out who they bring out here. They also wasted Dynamax, so I'm not really too concerned. Rillaboom does come out, and the Dialga, we're going to see the Yveltal come in. Okay, perfect. That's cool. I'm going to go for a Fake Out, and I think a Max Strike into the Yveltal slot. I want to lower the speeds right here so I can pressure the next turn. Yeah. The last turns of Grassy, a little bit unfortunate. I don't know if they're going to protect the Kyogre, but yeah, we do want to go for a Max Strike here into the Yveltal slot right here. We can also stall out some rain turns. We also get a speed drop on both Pokemon here, which is just really nice in general. If they go for a double protect, this ends up working out huge for me, because next turn I should be able to get like a Grassy Glide off into the Kyogre slot. Dialga should be able to outspeed the Yveltal and always just OHKO with a maybe a Max Strike. Maybe I want to go for a Dragon. I could also go for a Steel Spike to prepare for the Seismitoad. I feel like that this is a really phenomenal position. The Kyogre, unless it cheeses me somehow, we should be okay here. A Fake Out going to come out. Okay, they don't protect. A good call on their part. All right. Yveltal flinches. Max Strike going to come out. My Dialga is faster than their Kyogre. Good to know. And good damage in Yveltal. Not a knockout, which is fine. Depending on the Kyogre and how much damage output you do to my Rillaboom. Oh, they just Origin Post. Yeah, then we're fine. If they went for Ice Beam, then it probably mattered. But wait, that did a lot. Oh, it's Specs. Okay. Specs here. All right. Oh, are you Sucker Punch, Yveltal? I don't know if you're Sucker Punch on Yveltal. I guess that's a question. I mean, Sucker Punch would kind of stink here. I think I'm like okay in the long run though. I think I just go for a Protect with the I protect with the Rillaboom and I go for a Max Dragon here, because the Yveltal goes down to one single life orb hit. Yeah, I could just drag in the Kyogre slot. Yeah, I think just dragging the Kyogre slot's fine here, because the Yveltal can't get recovery. And yeah, I think they actually realized that because I just had Dialga just being able to threaten a max roar of time into the Kyogre slot now, and I got a lot of damage, plus I got the speed change. I guess they weren't Sucker Punch then, because their only hope, I think, in that position is to Sucker Punch my Rillaboom. Hope it picks up the knockout. But I don't know what kind of Yveltal it is. If it was no Sucker Punch, then yeah, they didn't have a chance to win the game, because then I could just like Grassy Glide the Kyogre, I could Max Strike again. The Yveltal slot, they have no switch-ins, the rain is running out, and yeah, they just are in a really bad position regardless. The Kyogre couldn't switch into Seismitoad. If it did, it just like Seismitoad went down. They really just didn't have any pressure to stall out my late game Dynamax, and I was able to stall out their Dynamax pretty effectively, and getting that Zacian in to really threaten was a big part of that. Grimmsnarl, Kyogre, Urshifu, Zacian, Grimmsnarl, Rotom, Heat. Alright, so we have the Grimmsnarl. That can be quite an annoying Pokemon to deal with here. We got quite a few annoying Pokemon, actually. There is... I mean, Grimmsnarl is just difficult for me to handle in general, because it has so many options, like a Thunder Wave could go for the screens here. Urshifu is actually kind of a threat right here to my team. Alright, what do I want to go here? Maybe... I got quite a few options. Rillaboom probably gets broad here. Umbreon I could see, but I'm not exactly the biggest fan of it because of Urshifu, Zacian, and Grimmsnarl, so I probably want to leave it behind. I think Aerodactyl is the way to go here. Aerodactyl is super strong here. I think it's Aerodactyl plus Dialga. Yeah, Aerodactyl plus Dialga. If I take a Thunder Wave, I have to take a Thunder Wave, unfortunately. That's just how it goes sometimes. Zacian and I think Rillaboom in the back. I gotta really make sure that I can handle their Zacian appropriately, because that is probably the biggest threat to me. Otherwise, I should be able to handle it. Other than that, the Urshifu could be a little bit troublesome, so that is something I'm gonna have to watch out for too. They're probably gonna lead something like Grimmsnarl, Kyogre, I think, and then try to go for an endgame of Kyogre or go for an endgame of Zacian plus Urshifu. I think that's what I would probably expect here. I don't think I'm gonna see Rillaboom against Double Steel. It doesn't really help anything. And oh, Rotom Heat this time. Okay, Rotom Heat as a lead isn't one. All right, Aerodactyl plus the Dialga right here. Are they gonna go for Ally Switch turn 1? I mean, that's an option. That's an option, I suppose. Okay, what do I want to go here? I go for a Tailwind right here. Abilities don't really matter with a Nerve and the Sword, so it doesn't really change like anything here. I go for a Tailwind and Dialga, this is 50-50 between Ally Switch turn 1 potentially. That could be a play here. Are they gonna go for it? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for a Max Dragon into the Rotom. Oh, they could switch on to Grimmsnarl too. Okay, they don't. Is this Ally Switch turn 1? If it's Protect, that's cool, because I get an attack drop into the Zacian, which is really nice here. And then afterward, I could maybe read their Ally Switch. If they Ally Switch this turn, if they really like this, their game plan is like Ally Switch turn 1. Oh boy, let's see if that's gonna be the case. Come on, Aerodactyl. I would really love you to pull in some weight here. We're gonna see they really did go for the Ally Switch turn 1, huh? They really went for the Ally Switch turn 1, huh? Okay, Tailwind. Should have went for a Hyper Beam into the Zacian, I suppose. Whirlwind. Demon Blade gonna come out into Aerodactyl. Also, we confirm it's admin Aerodactyl. If it has quick attack, that's annoying, but that's just what we're gonna have to deal with. We're gonna see a attack into the Aerodactyl. Do they Ally Switch this turn? I can't believe they're like, oh, I'm gonna Ally Switch turn. Oh, I'm gonna lead this an Ally Switch turn. I should have went with my gut. All right. This is probably okay. I'm gonna Rock Tomb and I'm gonna Hyper Beam the Rotom, I guess. If they go for Ally Switch again, so be it. I guess I could have Bulldoze. I always get the Aerodactyl here. I could see the Zacian protecting the Rotom do something else. Really? Ally Switch twice in a row. Okay. Rock Tomb gonna... Oh, they do have quick attack. Okay. All right, they have quick attack. That's fine. We're gonna get a Max Strike off into the Zacian. All right, I'm wasting my Dynamax turns really badly here. It's very doable, but Jeez, that is not what you want to see. What a fun move. Okay, let's go into Zacian here. And I think I'm going to double up the Rotom this time. I mean, they could just protect here. Like, I really do expect them to probably just protect here. Or double protect this time even. I'm just going to go for the Rotom here. And I'm going to Sacred Sword plus Hyper Beam here. And just see how it goes. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I can't afford the Zacian to get knocked out here. If they ally switch, I get the knockout into their Zacian here. Unless they ally switch protect. Are you going to do me the dirty right here and ally switch and protect? Oh, boy. Let's see. I would have loved to. I should have just Hyper Beam turn one just as a mid ground. Max Dragon was a little bit too greedy when I knew that there was an ally switch option. And you know, I didn't think they would actually just ally switch turn one, but they did. They did. Okay, let's figure out the rest of the game plan because Dynamax Kyogre is now a threat. Wow, they actually did ally switch 3 times in a row. Okay, I get the knockout on Zacian though, so they don't get a hit off. Oh wait, I crit. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Okay, nice. That's a really nice crit here actually. So we get a max strike off into their Kyogre, into their Rotom right here. That's big damage. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll definitely take that one. Unfortunately, I don't have any Quake boost. The Kyogre is still a very big threat. Although very manageable now. All right, Kyogre gonna come in, not too surprising, and they're probably just gonna go for a Max Geyser right here, which I am okay with, into the Zacian and something with the Rotom here, which I don't know. Sub would be nice here to help stall out the Max, but I will go for the protect here. I'm gonna go for a Roar of Time into the Kyogre, I think, because if they ally switch, they ally switch. The Rotom's not really as much of a threat now. If they ally switch, I think it's okay because I get a knockout at least. And oh, is it okay actually? Because I could be losing both my Pokemon here. Maybe it's not that great here. I guess we'll just find out, right? Because the Kyogre is Dynamaxing 100% here. Not too surprising. I should have read an earlier ally switch, but we'll see. All right, Kyogre does Dynamax. We do go for the protect with our Zacian here because this should always be Max Geyser, I would imagine, into the Zacian. That could go offensively right here. They really just stayed in and clicked the ally switch. Are they choice locked into ally switch? I'm actually very curious if they are actually choice locked into ally switch now. Aurora Time will KO the Rotom at least, so I don't have to worry about any more ally switches. And then they're gonna bring out the Urshifu probably, which is a concern. They probably didn't bring Grimmsnarl in this matchup, I'm assuming now. They Geyser my Dialga. I mean, it doesn't really change much here. Yeah, they target the Zacian, which I expect here. That did 55. Yeah, it would have knocked out. Okay. So good thing I did go for the protect right here. Let's see. Urshifu should be coming out. They're probably going to go for the attack. Yep. The Urshifu is coming out. Yep. No surprise. I go for the Sacred Sword into the Urshifu slot always, because if I want to go for a Rillaboom endgame, Grassy Glide is going to be the way out. They're going to go for a close combat into Dialga. If this isn't Sash Urshifu, this is a really good spot for me. But if it is Sash Urshifu, this is a lot harder. A Sacred Sword into the Urshifu. It is going to be that Focus Sash variant. Okay. I could have went out into maybe the Rillaboom here, but I really didn't want to take the attack right here. Close combat does come out into the Dialga. Does pick up the knockout. Okay. Okay, can Rillaboom survive one Hailstorm here? If I could survive one Hailstorm, that'd be really nice. Let's see. Gonna be a Max Geyser, gonna be fired off into Zacian. Rillaboom can come back in this. Rillaboom can come back in this. I'm gonna have to make a really strong play here for this end game. Grassy Glide should be able to knock out the Kyogre at this range. It's just a question, can A, does the Urshifu protect on their side? And B, do they... I don't know if they protect, that's the thing. I don't know if they protect. That's my problem. Because if they protect, it's difficult. Oh, if they also... Oh, they could... Oh, wait, no. I think I... Well, it depends on the Kyogre moveset, right? If it's Hailstorm, then this is okay. But they Lightning, I'm screwed. I think I have to either fake out or protect right here. I think protect because they're more likely, I think, to go for the protect with their Urshifu to dash the fake out here. Oh, no, that's not the case here. Did they Sucker Punch? Okay, they did attempt to Sucker Punch. Lightning or Hailstorm? Okay. Doable. Doable. Okay. It take a lot. Wait, doesn't hail knock them out actually? Since they went for hailstorm? Hail goes before thing, right? I'm not crazy. Okay, wait, I completely forgot if they hailstorm they did that. If they had lightning, they could have lightning to get rid of my terrain and then I would have been screwed. But I will take this position. Oh, I will gladly take this position because I have a miracle seed, protect, Rillaboom. I guess they, well, even if I was a salt vest, I guess because they knew their Urshifu was going down to the hail, but yeah, protect screwing them over. I think if I fake out and I was a salt vest, I would have just won anyway too. But it looks like I wouldn't have lived the hailstorm if I didn't protect. So yeah, protect ended up being the right play here. It looks like somehow. And now Grassy Glide, they have to stall out multiple, or they have to be bulking up to survive a Miracle Seed Grassy Glide here, which they are not. So dang, even after wasting my Dynamax on multiple allies switches, we are ending up able to come back in this game right here. And I don't even know how. I really played badly turn one, kind of greeted the attacks against the Rotom Heap, but I did risk the ally switches and they clicked ally switch every single turn. But it goes to show you could still come back in a game of Pokemon right there. And yeah, we were able to hit their Urshifu, which was pretty important. Getting rid of the Rotom was nice, and the crit was nice too. But yeah, overall, it will just get a lot of power against them. Even though, yeah, we were able to get the part to knock on the Zacian, which was pretty big. We were able to stall out the Dynamax turns, and then I guess the Protector ended up being really crucial right there. I wonder if they Wicked Blow plus Hailstorm would have knocked out to Protect. That would have been pretty close, but thankfully it did not come down to that situation. Calyx, Shadow Rider, Zacian, Charizard, Thundurus, Whimsicott, Amoonguss. This is quite something. Charizard with Whimsicott here. Okay. Ooh. Aerodactyl looks really, really good in this matchup. I just gotta watch out because Calyx, Shadow Rider plus the Zacian can actually be a little bit terrifying. But otherwise, yeah, it does look pretty solid right here. I don't want to bring Rillaboom. Entei, the power of Entei might really come in clutch here. Yeah, I would say Entei is probably the bring here. And then I even like Zacian in this matchup. It doesn't even help out too much, right? Because I don't think it helps. Yeah, I actually think I go Umbreon here. The reason I don't think Zacian helps is like the only Pokemon I can really do damage to is like Zacian, Calyx, and the the Thundurus, which are the main offensive threats. But the thing is, against Shadow Rider, like this team looks really fast here. Even if I match Tailwinds, I don't think I can really outspeed them right here. So I feel instead my better game plan is to slow them down and take the knockout on really important Pokemon and just save Umbreon in the back for the win here. We're gonna see a Whimsicott plus a Charizard lead here. Okay, this is unique. I wonder what they're gonna go for. I'm gonna go for a Rock Tomb into the Charizard straight away since I do have the option to, and I think I'm gonna go for a Max Strike into the Whimsicott. It covers the switcheroo reject button, which I am very concerned about. I don't have really a swap other than maybe the Umbreon, but I feel like I want to save Umbreon as a win con here. So yeah, we're gonna go for a Rock Tomb into the Charizard and a Max Strike into the Whimsicott here, because getting a Rock Tomb off is pretty huge into the Charizard. Because if they do go for switcheroo, I get a Rock Tomb off into Charizard. Hopefully I connect, and then the Charizard is slower than my Dialga, so Dialga at least gets one more hit off, which is pretty important. And then my Aerodactyl might outspeed. Do I outspeed the Charizard actually? No, I don't outspeed the Charizard after Rock Tomb. Unfortunately, after Tailwind goes up again. But we'll see. They do Dynamax the Charizard, which is fine. If they go for a Wildfire in their Dialga, it's not like they're having a boosted power. There is a chance they actually go for a Max Guard with the Charizard, which is why I didn't want to go aggressively with the double up right here, because there's a chance they Max Guard Tailwind and then try to set up a Sunny Day afterward, be greedy, and that's definitely a position that could be effective here. They do go for the switcheroo. Okay, into who? Dialga, I'd imagine. Oh, Aerodactyl. That is an interesting play. We get a Wildfire and Aerodactyl, which, yeah, that's not KOing here. I'm surprised. I guess they get a Focus Sash off. Iron Ball Switcheroo is definitely something here. They do get a Focus Sash off this, which is not great for me because they are able to survive this and then get Tailwind up themselves. But all right, the Whimsicott does hang on to its Focus Sash right here. We do get a Rock Tomb off into the Charizard right here. I wonder if they expect Tailwind from the Aerodactyl. I don't know if they know this team. A Rock Team going to come out into the Charizard. That does so much damage, actually. Wow, that's impressive damage. Okay. I'll gladly take it. I will gladly take it. I go for a Tailwind with my Aerodactyl here, and if they, yeah, I would go for a Tailwind here because I can set it up. And then we go for a, what do we want to do with you? I think we just go for a max Steel Spike into Charizard, because a Strike doesn't benefit me here. Actually, does it? I don't think it does, if I'm not mistaken. No, I might as well just Steel Spike, because if it's play rough, no Sacred Sword on the Charizard, it helps out. Yeah, I might as well. They go for Tailwind. I don't know if they're Airstream my Aerodactyl or if they're going for a Wildfire and a Dialga. Either one's kind of fine here. They go for a Wildfire. They target down a Dialga. Okay, nice. So we match Tailwind, which is important because now Entei's in a really solid spot. We do get to the Steel Spike off into the Charizard. That's a pretty good knockout into the Charizard. Okay, that's a huge one. All right. We are able to get defense boost with both Pokemon, which, who knows, might come in handy. I don't know if that's going to be the case. Switcheroo Tailwind on the Whimsicott. I imagine it has one attack move, and then Helping Hand is kind of the big one coming up because I don't know if we'll survive the Calyrex attack, but they might bring out the Zacian instead. The reason they, oh, maybe this is where Max Strike actually came into play. This might have been where Max Strike came into play because I might have been able to outspeed the Whimsicott. Yeah, maybe I should have striked here because now, oh no, they bring in Calyrex anyway. Okay, cool. That's not too bad here. Actually, it is kind of bad. It is kind of bad. All right. I think we go hard into our Umbreon here. Oh, geez. I think we have to go hard Umbreon here, and we go for a Max Quake into the... Do we Strike? Strike doesn't benefit me here at all. Steel Spike could, but it doesn't really change too much. I feel like it's always the place to Quake. No, it should be to Quake this Calyrex slot. This Calyrex should probably be Focus Sash. Wait, yeah, it should probably be Focus Sash. We saw Switcheroo on the Whimsicott, so it was the eject button here. We're going to bring out the Umbreon. Astral Barrage is going to be fired off. No Helping Hand, so this might just be a Moonblast, which is okay here. Oh, I'm faster than the Whimsicott. Oh, because of the Max Strike from earlier. Okay, this is perfect. I get a Max Strike off. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Umbreon and Entei might actually come in really clutch in this end game, and I mean really clutch because now we have that special defense boost. Yeah, they weren't Helping Hand. They go for Gleam though. It doesn't pick up a knockout on either. Okay, that's pretty big. That's pretty big. Okay, I think I should. Oh, hold on. No, I think I'm fine. Okay, there's still one bad thing here though. Okay. I want to go Aerodactyl. Yeah, I think I want to go Aerodactyl here. I do want to go Aerodactyl. The reason I want to go Aerodactyl here is mainly because I don't want my Entei to get switcherooed. Because if I get switcherooed with my Entei, that's a lose con right here, especially if the Calyrex gets one attack off. So I'm actually going to go for a Snarl and protect the Aerodactyl because one Snarl should allow me to knock out the Whimsicott. If they don't protect the... Okay, they don't protect the Calyrex. I got a double knockout, but as long as I get rid of the Whimsicott, I'm in a really good spot for, I think, to pick up the win with my Entei, if I'm not mistaken. I think Entei should be able to win with Flare Blitz. Dazzling Gleam going to come out. Nice. Okay. Snarl, please hit the Whimsicott. If I don't, I'm actually in a lot of trouble. Nice. Okay. We are able to eliminate the Whimsicott right here. Good. So Whimsicott does go down. The Calyrex is not boosted. Yeah, I think I should have this game sealed with my Entei now because I think I could go for a Flare Blitz right here, and I will go for a Flare Blitz. And Umbreon is still alive, which is nice. How many there's a Wildfire remaining? I think there's one more. We definitely go out into Entei here and click Flare Blitz. Unless there's a Pokemon in the back that screws me over here, I should be fine, right? Zacian. Yep, it is Zacian. It's too surprising here. Okay, perfect. All right, Flare Blitz is always my play here. Unless this is like Sacred Sword Quick Attack or they get Sacred Sword Crit, I should be fine with the win here. I go for a... Ooh, what do I want to go for? I always Flare Blitz here. The Calyrex, I think, because well, this could be a mind game, right? Do they think I'm Scarf? Do they know I'm Scarf? Or who do they expect me to target right here? I don't think I can let the Calyx afford to get an attack off here. And then how many turns of... Okay, no more wildfires, so I don't have to heal up. Okay, that's actually pretty big. I guess we just yawn at a Zacian here and we go for a Flare Blitz. Yeah, I think that's always the play. If they get a double protect with Calyx, we should be fine. Nice, no protects at all. So I should, unless I get really unlucky here, I should be fine. We do get the knockout into Calyx. Perfect. We're going to see the Zacian go for what? Sacred Sword? Sacred Sword into the Entei. Shouldn't pick up a knockout. Entei is a bulky Pokemon. Perfect. And we get the yawn off. Okay, so if they have quick attack, we're fine because they're not... We get a few foul plays off into the Zacian, and then I guess it comes down to did they get the first turn Wake, which isn't the ideal situation, but it is probably the best end game that I had that didn't rely on RNG right here. Thankfully, they didn't have Helping Hand on the Whimsicott, looks like, because if they had Helping Hand on the Whimsicott, it would have changed quite a bit here. We Flare Blitz here. If we go down to Recoil... Actually, if we go down to Recoil and we don't KO, this is bad. Maybe I should have got the Flare Blitz or Foul Play off. But yeah, Flare Blitz is strong for Entei. I would... Like, the Zacian would have to be extremely bulky. And I mean half physical defense, I think, in order to live that. Yeah, we do go down with our Entei. But we do secure the game. Maybe I should have Foul Played. The Yawn, I felt like... Because I took a little bit more damage with Sacred Sword than I thought. I thought I had a little bit more hit points, so maybe I'd be able to let the Flare Blitz Recoil. Yeah, so I think Foul Play extra damage would have been it if I didn't get the knockout. But the thing is, I usually knock out Zacian, I feel like, in most cases there. So being able to pick up the knockout right there was absolutely huge. And yeah, being able to maneuver, I think the Calyx Shadow Rider, which was pretty big. The Max Strike actually came in pretty handy because I was able to get a guaranteed hit off into the Calyx just to be safe there because they did go for a Dazzling Gleam target right there, which was really nice. Be able to break that Focus Sash, and then Choice Scarf Entei was really clutch in the end game. Let me just say, the Aerodactyl doing 75% to a Charizard was absolutely insane with just a Rock Tomb itself. But yeah, fantastic. 1109, but there's a Sceptile on this team. Sceptile, what's it doing on this team? I know it gets some burn, but there's not really anything to activate the burn here. Okay, with Solgaleo, Groudon, Charizard. Okay, this is a cool team. Very, very fast paced though, and I mean very fast paced. Okay, dealing with that Charizard is going to be really important here, as well as that Solgaleo. Well, our Umbreon's really solid here in this matchup. Umbreon is definitely a fantastic Pokemon here. I do like my Aerodactyl here. Ooh, there's like a lot of things that are just screwing me over with the Electroweb stuff. Electroweb's definitely a problem right here. This is a really fast-paced team, and I don't really like our odds against it because I feel like we're gonna get like Electroweb trapped. They're gonna match our Tailwind. Yeah, this is not exactly amazing for us, but I think we're gonna try set up with our Aerodactyl plus our Dialga right away, and then in the back, I don't even like Zacian here. I think I don't bring Zacian. I think I bring Umbreon because it can help out against the Solgaleo in the late game. And I guess we're bringing Rillaboom here because I think it's either Rillaboom or Entei. And the reason I'm choosing Rillaboom over Entei is because sure, I have Flare Blitz that's really powerful against a lot of switch-ins. And maybe it was the better bring here. I just feel like Groudon's going to be a bit too problematic if I don't position correctly against it. Although I don't know who they're Dynamaxing this game. It's going to be Groudon, Charizard, or Solgaleo right here. And I think all of them are very viable Dynamaxes against me. We're going to see the Aleki plus the Whimsicott right here, which is a completely fine lead for me. We will lead our Aerodactyl plus our Dialga right here. And we're going to go for the Bulldoze and a Steel Spike right away, I think. I could protect here too. Who's Sash on this team? If this is a Jax button Whimsicott with Switcheroo, again, this is a thing. But yeah, we're going to go for a Bulldoze right here, I think. And we're going to go for a... I mean, I guess I could go out into Rillaboom. It's not really like that bad here. Hey, yes, they're not going to Dynamax the Aleki in this position, I think. Yeah. So you know what? We're going to protect here. We're going to go into Rillaboom. I'll save the Dynamax for later because sure, I kind of want to set up Steel Spikes to deal with the Solgaleo here. But maybe saving the Dynamax for later is actually the smarter call right here. And if they switch a Roo, we kind of catch it. And then we're in a pretty strong position because all they get is like a Miracle Seed for my Rillaboom, which might help out me against the Groudon, but it's not necessary to win this game by far. I prefer to have my Dynamax over. We're going to see a How did I know? Okay, how did I know? What's with all the switcher women's gods? But hey, I caught it at least. The eject button, the miracle seed, trades, electro gonna come out. Perfect. Okay, so they don't catch my Dialga on the attack here. They actually miss with the Eliki, which is actually kind of nice here. It's actually kind of nice here. If you're Encore, that's a little bit weird, but yeah, that ends up working out. So that means that the Eliki probably is going to be the Focus Sash variant then. Okay. I would like to preserve this Mon. I could have also went into my Umbreon, but like there was no point really here. I think Umbreon is a fine play this turn, and going for a Grassy Glide into the Eliki is not bad. They could Moonblast here though, my Aerodactyl, which I am a little bit concerned about. I could Fake Out here. I guess Fake Outs. No, I'd rather Grassy Glide. Yeah, I'd rather Grassy Glide. I'd rather just get offensive pressure. Umbreon can heal, which I think is cool. And then I could bring out Dialga and I could Steel Spike or Quake, depending on the situation. And I really like that option. So let's bring out the Umbreon here. They go for a Tailwind, which makes sense because Aerodactyl could get Tailwind up and they would be a bit behind, especially if I have a flying type move would be pretty bad for them. My Grassy Glide going to come out into the Eliki, does a decent amount. We're going to see an Electro Web, which is cool. Okay, perfect position here. Perfect position. Do I want to Steel Spike or do I want to Quake? Who do I expect him to have in the back? That's my question. I don't know if it's Charizard or Solgaleo now. I really don't know if it's Charizard or Solgaleo. I feel like it should be Solgaleo here. Charizard's pretty good against me. Oh, it's Life Orb. Who's the Sash? Oh, I guess it has to be the Sceptile then. The Sceptile is guaranteed to be Sash then. All right. Let's bring out our Dialga right here, I suppose. I don't have to Dynamax either, I guess. I could just go for a Moonlight with my Umbreon because I don't know who they have in the back, and I might as well not like do anything specific here if it isn't, if I don't have the information. So I might as well just go for the Moonlight here. I'll go for a Flash Cannon, I guess, into the Whimsicott slot. It's just a worrisome if I do take too much damage, but there's a chance I switch out Dialga, I guess, the next turn if they do bring out the big threat of the Solgaleo, because I might try to play around Max Quakes. They go for a Switcheroo, which is fine. They take my Life Orb. I don't think that's too bad here because I don't think I was getting knockout with Dialga anyway on his Pokemon. Explosion! Eliki! Okay. Good thing I went for Moonlight here. That was something. Oh, they're bringing the Solgaleo next to the Groudon immediately. It looks like they wanted it immediately. Huh. Okay. Nice. Okay. That's pretty huge. That is pretty huge. Okay. I guess the question is, what's going to happen the next turn? We'll find out, because this is definitely Groudon plus Solgaleo in the back. If it's Groudon plus Charizard, I'm okay with. Sceptile, actually. No Groudon? Solgaleo? Huh, that's not the combination I would have expected here, but that's all right. I guess I don't need Rillaboom too much anymore. Aerodactyl. Tailwind is nice. It's not really game-changing, though. I'm trying to think about like what's actually like useful. I guess technically it's Aerodactyl because it has a Sash, so I always live the turn here. And I can go for a... What do I want to go for with you? Flash Cannon? I don't want a Dynamax because I don't have to, and I don't think the Dynamax turn is going to matter. Yeah, I'm just going to Steel Spike the... Or just Flash Cannon the... What's it called? The Sceptile. And try to put in range of maybe Grassy Glide for my Rillaboom afterward, because that thing could have Endeavor. It also could have Quick Guard. There's a lot of moves that Sceptile does get access to. But we're going to see a Dynamax from Solgaleo. All right. Let's find out. I think this is Bulldoze and Steel Spike and the Umbreon. Like, I don't think you should Quake here, because if I yawn, you're in a terrible position, I think. So and Dialga can't really do much to the Solgaleo, I feel like. So in general, you should go for the Steel Spike, I imagine, and a Bulldoze. Let's see if I'm right, though. Or Fling. Okay, wait, that is not the Focus Sash. Where's the Focus Sash on this team? There is the Salak Berry. If you actually click my Dialga, I guess it's not too bad, but Steel Spike. Okay, we're good. Steel Spike and Aerodactyl. That's good. All right. Wait, that means you do have the unburden. Okay, crits me doesn't. Well, I mean, it didn't matter. The crit doesn't matter. Flash cannon's more important. I guess I should have went for roar time, but I didn't think it was the fling. I thought it'd be the bulldoze. All right, here comes a flash cannon into you, which is not bad damage. It's not into that range where I would have liked it. The Endeavor is looking pretty rough here, though. This is a cool strat because the Endeavor actually is, because I can't really hit the Solgaleo right now is the thing. They're probably going to Quake here and do something with the Aerodactyl. So I guess I protect my Aerodactyl here and I go out into Rillaboom and just try to stall out more turns. The thing is, I haven't used my Dynamax yet and I still don't know who I'm using my Dynamax with. We'll find out what this full moveset on the... Let's see what move that the Sceptile actually has though. Because that's going to be pretty important. Leaf Storm, okay? And a Quake. Yep. Okay. Perfect. So that's really nice because we're stalling out these maxes. There's a chance I maxed Dialga in the... Yeah, okay. I see what I can do here. I maxed Dialga in the late game. That's definitely what I do here. Okay. So I'm going to go for a Rock Tomb and a Fake Out into the Sceptile. Because if I get Steel Spike with Umbreon, I think I just win the game here. Endeavor shouldn't change the game outcome now. So we're going to go for a Rock Tomb. Or do we go for Tailwind? No, Tailwind doesn't matter because the Sceptile still outspeeds me. Yeah. So we go for a Rock Tomb. We go for a Fake Out. They have Quick Guard. They have Quick Guard. So be it. Let's see who they target here. I don't mind whoever they really target. I guess the annoying part is that Earthquake's still going to do a lot of damage to me in the late game. But we're okay here. I wonder, they should Steel Spike this last turn. Yeah, they should Steel Spike this last turn because if they don't Steel Spike, the foul play from Umbreon's still really threatening afterward. Okay, definitely a doable game. Fake Out gonna come out. Okay, no Quick Guard from you. We're gonna see what from you. You're gonna Steel Spike. Okay, into who? The Aerodactyl makes sense. I didn't really have a play for that. Okay, that's cool. Now, another crit in Aerodactyl. What's up with the Aerodactyl getting crit here? Okay. That's cool. Now it's Dialga and Steel Spike time, and just gotta hope that we can get that Steel Spike pressure off right here. I guess the question is, what do I want to do with Rillaboom? Because it's like, do I risk Rillaboom here, or do I guess I could Steel Spike. I'm trying to figure out, is it worth risking the... It's never worth risking the Umbreon, right? I don't think it's ever worth risking Umbreon. But I feel like that they Quake or Earthquake here. I mean, I don't think you ever target... No, I think I Steel Spike actually and I swap here to Umbreon. Do they Endeavor here is my question. I feel like the play is never to Endeavor here. If you're my opponent. It might be. Maybe it's a last ditch effort. But you know what? I don't know if they have Endeavor now because they're not Focus Sash. I don't even know if they have Endeavor. Like, I thought this would be an Endeavor strategy from my opponent, but it doesn't look like it. You know what? I'm just going to risk Umbreon. I don't think they Steel Spike here my Sceptile, and they have to double up my Rillaboom in order to pick up the knockout, which I don't know if they have really room to. If they go for an Earthquake, oh, I guess Earthquake's going to hurt my Umbreon, but I could always go back into Rillaboom, which isn't too bad. For Grassy Terrain upcoming. All right. Dynamax are Dialga right here. Maybe I should have just protected the Rillaboom now that I think about it. Okay. That's really bad. I forgot to get Screech. Oh, wow. I've used Screech Sceptile before. I did not think it would be on this team. But yeah, that ends up hurting a lot. Okay. Is this game doable? Yeah. If the Sceptile doesn't have Quick Guard, we're fine. We're probably fine. My Umbreon needs to live an attack here first, though. I think we need a Moonlight off here. If something's gonna hurt. I just don't know if you actually KO'd a... Do you actually KO... Oh, wait. No, I have to... Fake Out Sceptile, actually. Yeah, I have to Fake Out Sceptile. I think I Moonlight here. The reason is because if they Screech my Umbreon, it's game over. It's late game over. But if Sunsteel Strike KOs me, it's game over too. I guess I had to Grassy Glide the thing earlier. Okay, they do Sunsteel Strike. If Umbreon survives, this is +2 though, so I don't think that's going to be the case. Let's see. Steel Strike into Umbreon does pick up the knockout. Oh, the Screech tech working against me. It was Leaf Storm, Screech, Fling. Did we see his last move? I don't think we did. Man, I was expecting like Quick Guard, maybe an Endeavor Strap, but Bulldoze originally, but oh boy. Yeah, I can't win the game. I can't win the game. High horsepower would screw me over. All right, Septal, I'll give it to you. This one. That was quite the set. That was an interesting game. Okay, what did I do wrong there? I guess the Screech was unexpected. What could I have done? I guess I should have just Flash Cannoned. Or I could have Steel Spiked earlier. If I Steel Spiked earlier, it would have been fine. But yeah, that Screech definitely caught me off guard there. I thought it was like, oh, this is looking really good. We're isolating the Solgaleo right now. All I got to make sure is I KO the Sceptile. And I was just unable to KO the Sceptile. And the grassy terrain ran out at the wrong timing. And then, yeah, maybe if I saved Umbreon for the late game. But even then, I don't think Umbreon saved because Leaf Storm or Screech Sunsteel Strike would have just screwed me over anyway. I guess technically in that position then, I had to attack with my I had to attack with my Rillaboom. The Earthquake there was actually like a forced play, I think. So yeah, like Rillaboom might have been able to survive an Earthquake, and it probably did at the range it was at. And I could have taken the knockout Sceptile because I was like thinking, oh, I can't knock out the Sceptile without like something from extra damage. But then I realized, oh yeah, Earthquake self-damage into the Sceptile is a thing there. So I do think that my best play there was technically to target down the Sceptile, unless it had Protect. If it had Protect, then yeah, it was probably not the play there. But was not expecting that one. Was not expecting the Screech. And that is the show. Oh man, that last battle was absolutely crazy. But Aerodactyl putting in a lot of work. The Tailwind set, Rock Tomb, Bulldoze always having the speed control Unnerve, which is really cool. And Bulldoze with Dialga was also another form of cool speed control that we could have as an option. But yeah, really fun team. Entei and Umbreon also able to put in some work. And that Sceptile was just absolutely insane. But if you did enjoy today's video, be sure to leave a like down below. Leave a comment down below. Really does help me out. If you want to check out the details of the team and go check out Ryota down below in the description, grab the rental code while it's available. And of course, if you do want to see more videos from me from Series 12, including a Life of Aerodactyl team that I use and some other really cool Pokemon and a lot of fun teams, make sure you go check out those videos. But that's going to be it for me. Have a great day, people. And until we bow again, I'll catch y'all later.